fellas, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 2 of TD Barrett's franchise, and you'll see here we have the Texans first. So we got a loss in our first game, so we want to come out here, and we've been a little bit unlucky with the schedule because Chiefs and Texans are two of the favourites to win the Super Bowl this year, and I've got them in my first 2 games. So you'll see who he's got here. He's got loads of speed at wide receiver, just loads of skilled players, and it's going to be an absolute hell game. But we are playing at home, first home game of the year, so we want to start it off with a win. Get the fans happy, get the fans looking forward to the season ahead, and we get the ball first. So we just got to make sure we get any sort of points in the first drive. It's so important if you get the ball first just to get some points to start the game. So we roll out here with Mahomes and laser it. Absolutely laser it. And then we go and run it in, boys. So what a start that is. I didn't even know how to explain Mahomes, but Mahomes' release is so quick. He's got 99 throw power. He's literally the best quarterback in this game. Like, call it here. I'm saying it here now. I'm calling it. He'll be the MVP this year. He's just so good. But we have to have a big stop on defense. We get it there. He throws an absolute book. Now, this guy's a really explosive offense, boys. So we needed to stop early on defense to get things going. And we managed to get it early. So happy days. And now all we need to do, boys, is make sure we keep that momentum going. If we keep scoring touchdowns, we're going to win this game. So if we can keep this offense going and laser it up like that, then we'll be absolutely flying. So we're going out here now, boys, on defense. Now, we're going a lot more max coverage. We can make him dot me up, and he does it. So fair play to him. We go max coverage, see if he can dot me up, see if he can be patient on his reads. And he can. So then we're going to have to send some goons instead, change it up a bit, see if he can make a bad read. And this is where you see, boys, he does have a really good offense. So that stop early on was absolutely massive. He manages just to squeeze it in there to Kelsey. And you'll see already, boys, my players are lit up. I've already got the momentum. So I was going to say luck's on my side, but luck's not even on my side. I'm just playing this ball. I'm playing this game really well at the moment. Making the right reads on offense, reading his zone coverage, reading his man coverage, and lasering him up. So we get another touchdown there, boys, and it's going really, really well. Considering how I was going in the last game against the Chiefs, where I couldn't get a stop, and it was a little bit slow on offense, I'm very happy with how this game's going, especially against the Texans. But he does laser me up there, boys, and it just shows we are in a dogfight. We're not going to win this easily. He then runs the ball in very easy as well. So I still need to keep on my A game. Keep everything going in the right direction. Keep the ball going forward. Keep the offense moving smooth. And we should win this game, but it's not going to be easy. So, yeah, we're chilling out here. Just trying to make a few baby reads. Kill this clock. We're not doing anything massive, even if there are big reads to be had. I'm just going to do my check downs. Bring this clock down a little bit because I do not want him getting this ball back at half. So, we've got a 3rd and 10 here. There's only 20 seconds left. We make a nice little sneaky read. Take a time out there. And we're just going to run this ball. But luckily, we run this ball in. I didn't think we'd get the ball in straight away, but I thought it'd just get us a little bit closer. But he just didn't have the run defense for it there. And it meant, boys, with a 2-possession lead at half. Obviously, he gets a ball at half, so that was massively important. But that's a long way to come back, fellas. He is lasering me. Like, hold my hands up. He is actually dotting me up. So I think he'll regret throwing that book in his first drive. But he's moving this ball really well on offense now. So I still need to keep on my A game. Make sure I'm doing really well on offense. Lasering him up. And we do it again there, fellas. A nice big throw. So at least we know we're going to get some points at heart, some points in this drive, even if it's not going to be a touchdown. But we're getting sticky with Thielen at the 2-yard line. And then we just run this ball in again with Kamara, boys. So we're keeping this pressure on offense as much as my defense has kind of become a bit non-existent. My offense is still moving well enough where we can kind of get away with it. So we just need to keep it going, boys. He's lasering me up here. So we're begging him to make a bad read, but he doesn't. He slots another one in there, and he's keeping the pressure on, boys. I just got to make sure I keep scoring points on offense. But this game's getting tight. It's getting squeaky bum time. But this is where Mahomes is just so much better than all his other quarterbacks. Just the poise he had there, just to chill out, realise there's pressure coming, roll out, laser it in. It just keeps this drive going. And now we're getting our route combos out, a little high-low read. And he goes low, so we just throw it high. So we're doing really well, boys, here. Like, every play call I'm doing seems to work really well at the moment. It seems to be the perfect play call at the time. And then we're coming out here, do a little bit of stretch to kill the clock. But his run defense just disappears. And we manage to squeeze it in for a touchdown. So he's got to make some really bold reads now, fellas. I'm probably going to go max coverage and then maybe sneak in the odd blitz, but he's got to start really making some big reads, because he's got to move this ball quick with how little time there is left. He's got to move this ball quick. So we've got a 3rd and inches here. I'm just going to use the deep route myself, let him have all that underneath stuff, because this clock's going to keep ticking and ticking and ticking, and eventually he's got to throw something deep. So I'm going to chill with this deep route, let him sit in the pocket, see if he can make a bad read. It's 2nd and 3, and this clock's still ticking, fellas, so he's got to make a read. He ends up scrambling out. I get a little bit stuck with my user, but it's a 1st and goal now, fellas. He sits up in the pocket, and we get a big sack there. So he's either got to take a timeout or no huddle. He chooses to no huddle. Can he get anyone open? Nope, that's bagged, and then he makes a very good read last minute with all that pressure coming to him, and he gets a touchdown. So boys, 1 minute 13 left. He's already used a timeout, so we just need a 1st down for the win, and we sneak the 1st down in there, fellas. So we're gonna run the ball, make sure we can just run this ball out, make sure he can't get back in this game. And I don't know why. Oh, course. Sorry, I thought I had the 1st down, but I went out of bounds, so I had to run this ball to make sure I had a 1st down. Managed to get it in the end. We kneel it out for the win, and that's a big win, fellas. Considering I took an L my 1st game, the fact I can come back against someone as good as the Texans, as much as my defense didn't really stand up, Mahomes lit up the field and kept me in it. So you'll see here now, boys, 1-1, and we have the Bears next week, and the Bears hasn't won a game yet, so hopefully we can nick a win. And you'll see his team here, boys. Got Josh Allen, Hopkins, Antonio Brown, Micah Parsons, Devin White, Fan. He's got some demons on his team, so it should really be a hell game. I've looked at some of his scores, and they've been some close ones. So I'm not just going to roll over, and I think he's going to roll over and let me win. I think he's going to be an absolute hell date. So, I mean, I'd like an easy win, but I've not really had any so far in this league. So we'll see how we go. So we're dialing it up early. We get the ball again first, which is so annoying. We want to always, if we can, kick first, but we keep getting this ball to start with. But Kamara gets sticky, and I'm coming out in this brown jersey, boys. I don't know what you boys think, but I absolutely love these brown jerseys. We lob up to Kamara. We saw he had a linebacker on him, so we knew Kamara was going to moss him, and then we sneak in with Mahomes for the touchdown. So perfect start again, boys. Really, really good theme going here where
Bye, have a great time.
I don't even know how to explain it, where we're going really positive to start with, and it's really paying off. So I'm going quite aggressive on offense, trying to put the momentum in my side, and it's paid off so far, boys, and put me in really good stead. So 1st and 10 here, boys. He does get me with a touchdown, but we respond straight back, get a little bit sticky, move this ball straight to the other end of the field, and then run this ball in for a touchdown. But you'll see there, boys, he did his shovel option to start with, and it's probably I just don't know how to stop the shovel option, to be honest with you, boys. It's either the shovel or the speed option, but it's just an absolute nightmare to stop. So, yeah, it could be a fun game. It could be a long game as well, boys, but it seems like, by the looks of it here, fellas, if we can stop his speed option and make him throw, then he's not as comfortable throwing. So I'm trying my hardest to hit stick him there, fellas, and yeah, I just let him get a touchdown. Terrible defense. I got a bit greedy trying to hit stick him, and he was very patient with his stick work, and he made me pay. So we get the ball back here now, boys. A long time to go in this game, so I want to still get these touchdowns, move this ball nice and quick, and then once we get a lead, we'll kill this clock down a little bit. But we want to make sure we're showing that we can move this ball at will. Sneaking across around there, it gets wide open. Bit of mesh post here, fellas. The post gets wide open, and it's a touchdown. So, boys, 21-14. We're doing really well on offense so far. I think Mahomes, by far, is my MVP. Like, if you look at how well my offense has been going, probably all of it is because of Mahomes. But he sneaks in the speed option again, and nightmare to stop. Just absolute nightmare. Especially when you're feeling like you're getting on top on defense. He brings in the speed option, and there's nothing you can do. Again. But we get some pressure, boys. I have the special abilities on all my D-line for that under pressure, and that literally is why I have it. Especially with someone like Josh Allen, who's known in this game for throwing a lot of under pressure and accurate passes. I decided I'm going to put everyone on the under pressure, under pressure trait. And it just means they're going to miss more throws. And that's why I got the pick. But then I have an absolute stinker there, boys. I try and slide down with Mahomes. He strip sacks me, or strip fumbles me, whatever you want to call it, and gets a turnover. And then he rolls out here, dots it up, and we're in a terrible position. So we did get the turnover, fellas, but we didn't make the most of it. Just, yeah, terrible execution. And, well, not even execution, just terrible decision-making, let's say, where I had the lead. I could have just ran the ball, killed a bit of the clock, all gone really aggressive, but instead I was just a bit stupid, slid too late, and now we got a hell game still, boys. So, a bit of a nightmare. We want to start getting some wins, but Kamara is just an absolute joke, boys. His juking ability is just incredible, and then we're able to run the ball in with Kamara, so happy days. 28-21. See if we can get a turnover here, boys, and we'll be laughing. So he lobs it up deep. Can we get the pick? No, we can't. I just can't believe that, boys. I think I had him manned up, and I had a deep half as well, and he got torched. But that's karma, because I do my one-play touchdown all the time, so it's got to happen to me one time soon. So we do get this ball, boys, and we have a little bit of time left. So we manage to still sneak in a touchdown. We stunt on him. I don't know why I was being so toxic, so apologies, boys, for being toxic. But he brings in the speed option, and we're starting to find some defense for it, starting to get an idea. But that touchdown before half was massive. He left me a little bit too much time on the clock, and Mahomes being Mahomes, dots it up to Allen, and the momentum just goes straight in my favour. You can see by that momentum bar at the top that I've got all the momentum going on my side now, boys. And if we can get a stop here, it's pretty much GG's. So he brings out the speed option again. And if any of you boys in the comments know how to stop this, please let me know, because this is just absolute hell to stop. But we managed to get an unbelievable shed with JJ Watt, which is why you invest in your D-line, fellas, for big tackles like that. And I'm talking a very big game, but then he manages just to scramble and make up all the yardage straight away. So it's a 1st and 10 here. A little play action. Dots me up to his tight end. And, boys, he's got quite a funky little scheme, but it works really well for him. Speed option again. And, yep, same old story. Manages to get a load of yards and gets a touchdown. So, terrible defense from me. As I said, boys, if any of you know how to stop it, please bless me in the comments and let me know how to stop this. But 35-33. If we can get a touchdown here, boys, he's got to keep going for 2 points. So we get, not even greedy, but we get a little bit naughty with it. And we manage to sneak in a touchdown. And it's just such a massive play where he thinks I'm going underneath to kill the clock. And then you just bomb him deep, put the pressure on, make him stay on offense. And the longer they stay on offense, boys, the longer they have, or the bigger chance they have of making a bad read and throw an interception. So we're here, boys, 42-33. It's a 2nd and 12. He's making his audibles. It looks like he's going to do the speed option, but he does a play action. I've got everything bagged here, fellas. He goes to throw it deep, and surely that's a pick, fellas. He throws it straight at me, but we can't get the interception. So drop picks are the bane of my life at the moment. Absolutely kills me in this game. Then he launches it long. We've got... Oh, my God. Just a moment's silence for that play. Just a moment of silence for that play, fellas. There we go. Moment of silence up. He gets a touchdown. I just can't believe that happened, boys. I had so many deep zones there, and they were literally on top of the ball, but they miss it, and he gets a touchdown in the end. But Kamara going wild again, fellas. Could Kamara be making a run for MVP this year? You never know. But look, 3 people are on Mahomes. He's under pressure, and he still dots it up to Thielen, boys. And then we hit an RPO, get sticky with Thielen again, and it gives us a massive lead now, a 9-point lead. He has to have a 2-possession game now. So he has to get a field goal and a touchdown to catch up. He throws an absolute book there, fellas. Should have been a pick, but we're over it now. We know we're going to get drop picks. It's just the way Madden's going this year. But now we're using the deep route. It's not going to get open. We used it long enough, and it should have been another pick. But that was 4th down, fellas. So we get the ball back. Now we run the ball. Now we kill this clock, fellas. Now we don't need to be as aggressive. Just coming out here. We'll make these little reads if we can. Laser it up just underneath. He was going to go the deep route, so we throw it underneath. Hit him with a cheeky little RPO. And we're going to take it for a touchdown, fellas. 50 points. Mahomes has probably thrown for about 450 yards at this point. Just absolute joke of a game. And, boys, my team's starting to really gel now. You can see it here, like, obviously, drop pick again. But you can see here, boys, they're really gelling on offense in this episode. Probably the best I've played on offense in a long time in this game in general. This team just feels amazing. Really, really glad with how I drafted. I went heavy with the D-line. And then, I got the first overall pick with Mahomes, which was massive. And then I managed to back up with 2 amazing wide receivers. Keenan Allen, right tech, just gets so much separation. Adam Thielen the same. Adam Thielen gets a load of separation, and I've got him on evasive. So he breaks so many tackles, jukes around. But you'll see it here, fellas. 574 yards for 5 touchdowns from Mahomes, 96% completion rate. If that's not an MVP-like performance, I don't know what is. But now we're 2-1 in the season, fellas. We've already got a lot of our hard games in the schedule out of the way. So hopefully pick up a little bit of momentum coming into the next few games, get a few wins in, and we're looking really good for the season, fellas. So I hope you enjoyed these longer videos, the longer episodes, and obviously you see 2 games. So I hope you enjoy that, boys. Make sure you smash the like button, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.